All right, well, Chip talking there about Kenyon Barner coming in, filling the shoes of Michael James. Another guy that's going to be stepping in is Trey Carson. We're going to be hearing more from him later, and also running back coach Gary Campbell. Guys, filling the shoes of Michael James. Again, 200-yard-plus games the last 3 games. Yeah. Hasn't been done since, I think, 2007 in college football. Can the Ducks really fill those shoes, or is it going to be a collective effort for everybody to step up? And welcome back to Talkin' Ducks. It's time for Chalk Talk with Anthony Newman, brought to you by Standard TV and Appliance. Now, Anthony, the Ducks kind of shot themselves in the foot in Dallas this weekend. A lot of mistakes that they kind of made. What were some of your thoughts? Well, for these guys to get hurt, Darren Thomas and the Michael James, it is somewhat of a fortunate time in the schedule, you could say, with Colorado and Washington State. Not the best teams on the schedule, but certainly games you still have to be prepared for. Coaches always preach, take it one game at a time, treat every opponent as the greatest one. But let's be honest, are these winnable games without your studs in the game? Taking his drop back. What normally happens in these first games of the year is that you speed up your routes. Your 10-yard curls become 8-yard curls, everything like that. Now you throw press coverage into the mix, and you're running your routes at 6 yards, which is really throwing off the timing. I think people were kind of critical of Darren, but I think that timing was off. And Nate... And welcome to Talkin' Ducks. First of all, big thanks to Pearl Jam for that opening beat. I'm your host, Jordan Kent, and joining me tonight, even though you didn't suit up, you still somehow managed to throw for about 300 yards in the game. Nate Costa. Nate, your thoughts? Nobody's hurt, everybody's healthy, and guys, I have to say, what a gritty win by the Ducks this last weekend against Arizona State. As soon as Darren Thomas went down, we all know that's the storyline of that game, they really bonded together and not only filled the hole left by LaMichael James, but now Darren Thomas.
Yeah, I thought, I mean,
surgery or anything like that. And so the Ducks go into Arizona State, most likely without him. Do the Ducks win this game with or without LaMichael James?
I think.
I swear I was going in for the hug. The ref was getting ready to break us up, and you kind of hit me with a sucker punch at the end.
Protect yourself at all times.
Protect yourself at
all times.
He's a great guy, and that's the thing I want to say right here is there are a lot of great kids on this Oregon team. There really are, and it's fun to do these pieces with them because they just have a lot of personality, and they're such good sports with this stuff. And you see them on the field, you see them hit and make plays and everything like that. But to get to know them as people, really great kids. And so Michael, just another classic example of Oregon's not only recruiting talent, but quality characters also.
What needs to happen for the Ducks tonight to keep this thing rolling?
Oregon needs to continue to share the ball very well. That's why they've had success these last couple of games. They've moved a lot on offense and shared the ball, make that extra pass to get the good shot. Along with it, they need to rebound well and not turn the ball over. Coach Altman has been stressing that all season long. You need to continue to work on it. You can't get complacent even though you had the road sweep last weekend.
And that's
going to be the defensive principle for USC. Kevin O'Neill was telling his players, take away everything from the wings, don't allow them to penetrate and drive in the middle, force it to give it to their big men, Tony Woods, Olu Ashelu at the top of the key, and force the big men to beat you off the dribble, and they're able to cause a jump ball right there.
Defense, and we're in a tight game.
And it's right on the averages. USC's got 28, Oregon's got 30. That's what they've been allowing their opponents to score. The thing that stands out to me, Oregon has 10 turnovers. They're only 1 for 6 from the three-point line. They're out-rebounding USC 20-7, but Oregon is giving up a lot of possessions.
Coach Altman not happy with that. That was something they stressed during the walkthrough was their baseline out-of-bounds plays, or blobs as we used to call them, and there's no reason to have a pass deflected there. You've got so many options to choose from, so Coach Altman making a substitution, not happy with that inbounds play right there.
No, not at all, and the problem for Oregon is too many turnovers. They've turned the ball over 10 times. They're only shooting 33% from the field. Garrett Sim, who had 20 points last game, he's 0 for this game. So Oregon's got to do a better job of shooting the ball and limiting their turnovers.
Oregon's a rebound here, and here we go.
Jonathan Lloyd.
I'll have what he's having. And we talked about it, Jerry. Oregon getting lost on defense and giving easy buckets to UTEP, and that's the 3rd time already that UTEP's been able to get the ball right underneath the hoop without an Oregon defender anywhere near him.
Nebraska in all areas.
He did. He shot 4 for 6 from the three-point line, really established that outside presence for Oregon, and he protected the ball again. And that's what you want to see from your senior players, your senior leaders on the road, protecting that ball in the hostile environment, and also shooting the ball really well. So Garrett Sim has certainly been stepping up and been one of the best scorers for Oregon this year.
If you could play any other position on the field, what would you play?
Probably a kicker because my brother Nico, he was a kicker at Washington State, and you know, just to make him happy. I think he'll like that.
So he's a kicker. I have to imagine he played soccer growing up. Did you get on the soccer field at all when you were younger?
I played soccer from till 8th grade, and then I just got too big and too slow and too fat. So I went to football and played basketball as well.
Well, I know you're a center and you can snap a football, but I've got a little test here. I brought a couple items, and I want to see if you can snap them. Do you think you can do that for us?
Yeah, I'll try.
Citrus 43. Citrus 43. All right, Hronis, you pass. I had a lot of confidence in you to start the season, but after that, I believe in you more than ever. Best of luck to you this year. Thanks again for joining us. This is Jordan Kent with Comcast Sportsnet. Now, if you could have a celebrity on the sideline wearing your jersey, who's that celebrity going to be?
Celebrity? I would say Shaq. Big Shaq fan.
We had Kobe Bryant last week, and then we had Shaq. I think it'd be interesting if we had both of them now. Have you always been a Shaq fan?
Yeah, always been a Shaq fan from when it was the Magic to the Lakers to the Heat, the Cavaliers to the Celtics. I'm calling on the Shaq fan. Wherever he goes, I'll just follow him.
All right, now, did you see his movies, though? Kazam, Steel, and did you ever play Shaq Fu?
Funny thing is my dad actually bought a couple CDs from him. And I did see Kazam. I think that's the only movie besides Hardball I cried. I was like 5. And once he went back. Then Steel, yeah, I was a big fan of Steel.
All right, you're known as one of the hardest hitters on the team, and I think it's time that we find this out. So I'm going to take one for the fans. I'm going to strap on my helmet. We're going to go head-to-head and see what happens, all right?
Sounds good to me.
It was the Floyd Mayweather sucker punch.